Some days I find my job overwhelming, running 2 kitchens, 2 dining room staffs. And setting out on rivers across the country has given me a chance to slow down and recognize how good life in America is today. I invite you to join us and become part of the American Rivers Tour so you can craft your next adventure. I'm here today on Wilwemok Creek. We're going to visit the Catskill Fly Fishing Center and Museum, and then we're going to head up to the Beaverkill Valley Inn. Oh, great. Hey, I'm Colin Ambrose. How are you? Nick. Great, great. Yeah. I left New York at 6 o'clock this morning. It's now 9:20 and I'm on a river. Just met a guide. Nick and I are going to fish all day, and this is really a dream for me. I love to fish. I spend most of my time in kitchens at my 2 restaurants, Estia's Little Kitchen in Sag Harbor, New York, and Estia's Back Porch Cafe in Darien, Connecticut. And I snuck a 2-day trip up here without any great plan, and I've already made contact. So it's time to go fishing. We're going to spend a little time at the Catskills Fly Fishing Museum before we get started. Let the rivers warm up a little bit and get to know each other. So come along. Welcome to the American Rivers Tour. We're happy to have you with us today. Can you tell me a little bit more about what's going on here at the Fly Fishing Hall of Fame so that we can kind of get a sense of why people should make it part of their trip when they come up into this area?
Well, really, it's a way to recognize the local folks who've really, well, it's local and international, but the folks who've made such an impact on our sport. Behind us is the Darby exhibit. You know, that's another local family that Harry Darby worked for the Deddies. That's where he learned to tie the fly, the Catskill dry, and then he broke off on his own, opened his own shop.
And he raised chickens for fly tying specifically.
Yeah, that was his real passion. You know, we go over his house.
I wonder if the guy was cooking the chickens and cooking the eggs too. Was there a Darby omelet,
No,
do you think?
You know, you go to his house, and I would tell my uncle, you know, when I was a little teenager, I'd be like, I don't want to go there because you spend an hour talking about the chickens. You know, I mean, I want to go fishing. Let's get out of here.
And it's wonderful to see that, you know, the legend lives on here. Through this museum, through the rivers, pristine, they're being protected, programming to keep trout fishing alive here in the Catskills.
The conservation end of it is a big thing that the museum participates in. You know, stream restoration, and, you know, I mean, we do cleanups everywhere. The Delaware, the Wilwemok, the Beaverkill.
So every year somebody else's name goes up on the wall, or 2 or 3?
2 or 3, yeah.
Okay. All the plaques on the outside of the museum celebrate the players who have made fly fishing as accessible and important to the American culture as it's become. Walt and Winnie Deddy started fly tying in the Catskills in the 20s. They pretty much established the fact that it's a business. They took a personal interest into commerce. Would you say?
Yeah, exactly. And they would tie, it was a huge part of their income was tying custom orders for people that fished from the city. And at one time there was a train that stopped in Roscoe, and they would take the train from the city up and stay in the rooming houses and, you know, collect their dozen or so flies from the Deddy shop and go out on the Beaverkill, and then at the end of the weekend jump on the train and go back.
And Mary Deddy carried that on for the business that her parents started?
Yeah, and then her grandson, Walt and Winnie's great-grandson, Joe Fox, he currently has the Deddy Fly Shop in Roscoe and Livingston Manor. He just opened a new location.
Okay, so we can go and visit him on our way up.
Sure.
Great, I love that.
They're 90 years in business. He's the 4th generation.
Must be one of the first fly shops in the country.
It's the oldest, I know for sure.
Walt and Winnie Deddy started this shop in the 20s. Life in the Catskills is good. We're going fishing. Come on along with us. I'm here at the Beaverkill Valley Inn today. We just got here late in the afternoon. Perfect time to get on the river. Browns and rainbows in this piece of water. This is private water in New York State. We're in the Catskills. All of the riverbed on both sides of the river is controlled by a local association. This is not water that's accessible. I'm on the rivers learning from fly guides about how to address a river, how to make choices that are going to be productive, how to swing a fly, how to drift through a pool. These are all things that I work on every time I get out.
Nice, there it is. Let that just come down, it's perfect. Just follow it with the tip.
That's a good spot there, just before the falls.
Yeah. So fish that hang in that fast, hard-moving water are usually much bigger fish.
Really?
Yeah.
Because they can handle it?
Yeah.
And there's more food coming through there?
Well, you know, everything's heading in that direction. Yeah.
Coming close to the finishing strokes on our upper Beaverkill day. Two really nice brown trout and a great time with my new friend Nick. We've decided to switch from the dry to the streamer. We've got a brown woolly bugger on, and we're going to let it swing through this deep water here. The bugs are hatching around our head right now, and this is the magic hour, so we're going to give it our best shot for the last 15 or 20 minutes before it gets too dark to walk back upriver. Nick, it's been a great time today on the river, and I can't thank you enough for taking care of me and showing me around.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I haven't met a bad fly fisherman yet.
So he's met a couple of ugly ones, but you know, we're not going to go there.